drag your stop loss, you can actually do that manually by just copying the figures and then filling them to your MT5 or MT4 depending on what you're using. But all in all, drag your stop loss and slightly, okay, extend it into profits, even beyond your entry point. So in such a scenario, that would mean that you do have, okay, so you're going to get your stop loss, okay? So you're going to get your stop loss from wherever it was and then drag it even beyond your entry point. So in such a scenario, you have profit, okay? Now this is already risk-free, okay? So at this point, you have, you can say, a risk-free trade in some way, okay? Because now you have actually secured some money and you actually have profit floating, okay? So this is very, very important if you look at making money. Then also remember, not all trades are honestly going to hit your take profits. In some way, you're going to find a trade. Now, say we had a take profit right around here, and that is what happens. So the trade comes just close to hitting your take profit, and then all of a sudden, it reverses. I know that's the most annoying thing because, I mean, we have no control over it. So now, how must you go over that? Again, back to this. So at some point, you can also think of always closing off partial profits. I mean, it's so easy. Once you have saved, say you had 3 positions running, go ahead and close off 1 or 2, then let the other 2 keep running. Or, as I mentioned, you can always drag your stop loss to break even. So you have some money made and some money secured, okay? Then, standard rule in trading is, that's crazy. When we are trading, we look at making 5 to 10%? Yep, 5 to 10% of your trading capital in a month. I know that's crazy for small accounts. It's not possible because, I mean, 10% of $100 is only $10. So like you're trading in a month to make $10. Even 1,000, 10% is $100. So in some way, it's a bit tricky, okay? But now look at it in a sense of like, how can I keep my account safe, okay? How can I manage my capital? Because at the end of the day, remember what we said, you must stay in consistently and winning, okay? But remember, with your trading strategy and then your risk management plan and all that, you're going to have some losing trades and then some winning trades. At the end of the day, your winning trades must make you money because that's how you're going to stay in much more consistently as compared to the first trader that we talked about, and that was trader A. At some days, I've actually had losing streaks. I mean, take losses for like, say, a week. But then when you come back the next week, you're actually making money. So it's always that way. So today is the second last day of the boot camp, okay? And we're going to be discussing a very important subject, and that's trading psychology, okay? So whether you're good with the other side but not good with your trading psychology, well, more often enough, it's going to be a very, very hard route, okay? Now, how should you go about it then? Because that's our next question. And this is what I did, okay? So I decided to put out some presentations off here, and I'm going to show you guys on how we can actually understand this. So we are going to study one trader, okay? Now, in the first scenario, this trader is trading off on a demo account. Then in the second scenario, he is trading off on a real account, okay? Now, when you're trading off on a demo account, I mean, you're growing the account, you're making money, you know, like there's a lot of progress, honestly, because, I mean, it's a demo account. There's literally nothing to lose. You guys understand? Then, on the other side, okay, there is honestly a lot of confusion. Often enough, most traders blow their accounts. Some end up over trading, you know, some end up making money and then losing it out all. And that's how it is. So, funny thing now is we have the same trader. He is the same trader, trader A, same trader, trader A, okay? Only that this time around, he is trading off on a demo account, okay? He was initially trading off on a demo account. Then in the second scenario, he is trading off on a real account. Now, I want you guys to first think about this because I'm going to give you some time to actually think about that and then let me know what you guys think. So, making money, okay, or trading off on real money is completely different from trading off on a demo account. 100%. Think about it. Obviously, on a demo account, there's nothing to lose. I mean, you could even open up with 10 lots or 20 lots because honestly, there's nothing to lose. On your real account, this is hard-earned money. You worked hard for this money and how you want to make money. And that's what most traders fail out on. Now, I've always come out to the thought, I'm like, okay, if now we understand the concept, why don't we just trade our real accounts like demo accounts? And well, I mean, think about it. I would say that's possible, but it's not. But there is a way around it, okay? And that brings us to the next subject, okay? So how do you get so good with your trading psychology, okay? And I had these two presentations off here that I want to share with you guys, okay? Now, number one is going to be trusting your trading strategy. Now, the other time we discussed, you guys remember we discussed trading strategies and all that, and I showed you guys my trading strategy. Obviously, I have more than one, but that's what I showed you. But also, you could also have different trading strategies depending. But all in all, you must trust your trading strategy. Now, the more you trust your strategy, then the more confident you are in it, okay? So obviously here I had to put this. So for you to really get so good with your trading strategy, you must backtest, you must study it, understand the clear edge like how we discussed the other time. Know that this is when I'm supposed to take a trade and this is when I'm not supposed to take a trade. And once you have that, then it's even way much better, okay? Now, if you can actually trust your trading strategy, well, more often enough, you're going to be confident. Now, what does the confidence mean? Well, if you're confident with your trading strategy, it means you can easily take trades because you know this is when I'm supposed to take a trade and this is when I'm not supposed to take a trade. Let me try this one, see how it looks. Oh, by the way, this is the Forex Bulls caps. Okay, I guess it looks good. I mean, yeah. So back to our presentation, okay? So if you actually trust your trading strategy, well, most enough, you're going to be better off. The next thing up is understanding risk management, okay? You need to know how to manage your risk. Now, why? Okay, I notice it's getting dark with my face. Now, why managing your capital? Now, I want you guys to think about it. Trading off on a demo account, since you have nothing to lose, well, most enough, that's why you never mind, okay? Now, how about we brought the same study to your real account, okay? Now, obviously, remember it's a real account and, I mean, you could lose a lot of money. But now, how about we trade off on this account, understanding that, okay, in some way we must keep the risk minimal, okay? Because I need to make money, but then I also understand that there is a possibility of taking a loss, okay? So off here, I had to write down here. I want you guys to understand that losses are part of trading and you can't avoid them 100%, unfortunately. Then we also have this right here. Winning is part of trading. 2. One is losses, then the other side is winning. But now, how do you go over that, okay? So if you can actually manage your risk and then manage your trading capital and all that, you're going to actually gain more confidence in the long term, because at least you know, say you took a loss today. Well, I took a loss, which is very understandable. Tomorrow I could actually come and make money, because that's trading, okay? It's not only today. The markets are always open, 7 trillion under circulation for you to tap in. So what I'm trying to say is, if you get so good with managing or risk management and money management, then you're partially into controlling or going over your psychology. Now, the sad part or the worst part about it is our emotions can never be controlled, okay? Like, we have no total control over emotions, but we have ways on how we can always go around it, okay? And this is how I had to present out something. Oops, Christ, this free version. Okay, let me just quickly see. Okay, now let's talk about the emotions in trading, okay? Now, think about it. So for anyone who has actually been trading, can easily relate to all these, okay? Now, number one is fear, okay? So we have the fear of missing out. We also call it FOMO, that's just an abbreviation. Then we also have the fear of losing money. That's the fear. Now, let's start off with the fear of missing out. So here's what happens. Say you analyze the trade, and in actual sense, maybe it's not yet even to your entry point, oh, I think the trade is actually leaving me. I think I need to make an entry right now. Well and good, make the entry, and then boom, maybe the trade was still in pullback or anything like that, and then you stopped out, okay? Or the price is already moving and now, oh, I think I'm missing out on a very good trade. Come jump in. Remember how we said the other time, you must not take a trade when the price is already in a momentum push phase. Nope, we're not doing that, okay? We ain't doing that. So FOMO, the fear of missing out. If you can go over that, then better. Next up, the fear of losing money. Now, honestly, why are you into trading with all this? Now, I want you guys to understand that trading is just like any other business, okay? There's losses in all businesses, but it's up to the businessman or the trader in that scenario to know that, okay, this is how I am supposed to go over this. So you failing to take a trade because you fear losing money is probably the worst thing for a trader. I've always interacted with a couple of traders. By the way, let me know in the comment section, guys, if any one of you has gone through this. I mean, I've interacted with some traders and say, oh, when I have a good setup, that's when I never take a trade. Why? Because I don't want to lose money. Actually, when I don't even take that trade, it's when I see it playing in my direction. Now, honestly, think about it. So what I'm trying to say is, you must understand that losses are part of trading. But now, how are we, the fear of losing money, actually, again, it's closely related to that. So once you understand that, then we shall know that, okay, obviously, if I have a good setup, then I'll take that trade, because at the end of the day, we need to make the money, right? So we're going to take that trade, but having your risk management in place, okay? Then brings us to the next thing of fear. We have over trading, okay? Let me just bring this guy back down here. Okay, let's go over here. All right, so we have over trading. Now, over trading, honestly, is much more of like you opening up a couple of trades, multiple trades during the day, or, depending, wanting to make money. Now, first things first, opening up many trades doesn't mean making a lot of money. Take that from me. Opening up a bunch of trades doesn't mean making a lot of money. And I think some traders really take it wrongly and, I think, opening up 10 positions means I'm going to make a lot of money. It's not that way. Literally not, okay? So let me actually give you an example, an experience back in the day when I was starting. I would open up trades, not until the account is blown. I'm not going to stop. Like, that's the craziest part ever. Not until the account is blown, I'm not going to stop. And I remember some time back, I think that was 2021, I got an account from like $17, I think $17 or 18, and took it to about $800 in a span of 1 week. I let's tell this story every time every time I find people to say it too. So what happens now is, next week, the account is blown. Now, thinking about my risk management, but also my psychology, as we're going to discuss. So as the account was growing, I started increasing the lot sizes and stuff, and yep, it was gone. Now, increasing the lot sizes, obviously, I was also doing over trading, because I think I would open up, say, like 20 trades in one day, because that's how I grew the account. So when I blew that money, I'm like, what if I'd kept this $800? I started even doing the math in my local currency. I'm like, that is a lot of money, but I just lost it in a blink of an eye. What's the moral? Do they say the moral of the lesson? I don't know. But what do we learn from from such an experience? Well, you guys need to understand that taking more trades doesn't mean making a lot of money, okay? By the way, at this moment, I only trade once. I had a trade yesterday on gold. I think it's in profit currently. I only took one trade. So in a week, I trade probably 4 times when I have good trades, or 5 times if I get trades every day. But what I'm trying to say is, taking more trades doesn't mean making a lot of money. It's not that way, okay? You'd actually get one beautiful trade, actually look out for the best setups, and then execute on those. You guys understand? Now that brings us to the next one, greed. Now, greed, this is also a very bad vice. So now here you've made money, but now you want to make more. Well and good, it's very okay. I mean, who doesn't want to make a lot of money? Okay, sorry. But, so you've made money, but now you want to make more. Now, again, relating back to the other example, getting the account to 800. Actually, at that point now, I was like, oh, now my next target is 3K. My next target is 5K. But remember, I got the account from 17. That's like, maybe like, I don't know, maybe 1,000% gains. I have no idea. But like, it's ridiculous. But now I've taken it to $800. I'm not even withdrawing, but now I want to make more money. Come on, really? So account is gone now. Whom are we supposed to blame? So what I'm trying to say is, once you make money, you need to understand that you've made money. And remember, this money is from the charts. I mean, you could be on your phone and you've made money. You didn't have that money initially, but now you've made it. You've earned it in actual sense. It's like a business and you have earned money. How about you take the money out? Then, on a later stage, we're also going to talk about having a plan. But basically, as a trader, you must have your targets, okay? Or your daily plans. You know, this is how much I want to make in a day, or this is my target. And once the target is hit, I'm going to step out. Easy stuff, okay? One thing that I've actually learned with my trading is discipline. Listen, if you can't be disciplined, then well, most enough, it's going to be so hard. Okay, next up, we have revenge trading. Well, revenge trading much more is like, say you So say you lost money or you took a losing trade. Now what you want to do is make back the money that you lost. Okay, Mr. Trader, we know you want to make back the money, but here's it. So every time you make money or lose money, your emotion, okay? So at that point, your emotions are in total control. And if they're in total control, then it means, well, I mean, most of your actions are just out of your emotions. So here's what happens. Let me actually illustrate something. I think it could be much better off here. So we shall say trader, let's call him Jimmy. Okay, if there's any Jimmy in the live session right now, can you drop some fire reaction? You're going to be a case study today. But, let's just do an example of trader Jimmy. So trader Jimmy takes a loss first. Okay, we shall say, so trader Jimmy was trading off. Okay, he was trading off with $100. Then takes a loss of say $10. Okay. Now what Jimmy does is, I want to make back the money that I just lost. So this is Jimmy. So he says, okay. So Jimmy says, I want to make back the money that I lost. I want to make... Okay, now I want you guys to really think about this critically, okay? Initially, he had 100. Now he says, I want to make back the money that I lost. And fine, he goes in for a trade. Okay, gets in for a trade. And now what happens is, now here we can even give him an advantage. Say he makes back what he had lost. Well and good. Because more often enough, again, now you want to now make profit. Because now you're like, okay, now I just made what I'd lost. Now let me make the profit of the day. But now in such a scenario, let's assume he takes a loss. Takes another loss, okay? Okay, Jimmy, we are just using an example, but we are not wishing for this, okay? We are just doing an example. Takes another loss. Now, shall we keep in the same trend? And now I'm like, now I need to make back even the money that I just lost. Does that end? So more often enough with revenge trading, it goes hand in hand with over trading. Most traders are going to revenge trade not until the account is blown. Like, it's crazy. You guys, like, I'm sharing this from my experience. I've gone through this, okay? And that's why I find it much more easier to discuss. But if you guys can actually take this and understand how all this works, then, well, most enough, you're going to become better profitable traders, okay? So understand that losses are part of trading, and in any way you can't avoid them because they're there, okay? The more you try to avoid them, then the more you end up messing up. Because now in such a scenario, Jimmy wants to avoid the loss that he just made. Now what happens now is he's taking another loss again. Guess why? Remember, we said he's already emotional. His actions are just, out of, the emotional part of it. So it takes another loss. Now, we can't care whether he makes money on the next trade. That's okay. But in actual sense, this is messing up already, okay? So please, I want you guys to understand that losses are part of trading. And if you take a loss, honestly, it's not the end. You could still trade tomorrow. The markets are open. Very open. You could come tomorrow and make more money, okay? So if say you had a losing trade, understand that losses are part of trading and wait for the next better entries, okay? Hand in hand with, please look out for the best entries or the best trades. Then, now having understood all this, okay? Now what's the way forward? Or how must I now go over all this, okay? Now, number one is having a trading plan, okay? Now, a trading plan is much more like a business plan. Now, since we are traders, now it's a trading plan. How am I supposed to trade? How many? Actually, let me write them down here. So, under your trading plan, here's what we can expect, okay? Oops. Now, number one, we shall say, how many trades per day, okay? Okay. Profit target. So we shall have profit or risk rather target per day. Okay. Which currency pairs am I supposed to trade? Oops. Jeez. Okay, currency. What the hell? Currency pairs to trade. Okay. Think about, let me see, the trading session, okay? When am I supposed to trade, okay? Like, this must be completely matching with your trading style, okay? What's my trading strategy, okay? You guys understand? So, when you have this with your plan, okay? Now, the next thing is discipline. Now, as I mentioned earlier, as we were starting off with a session, I say the biggest thing that I've learned from my trading is discipline. And unfortunately, okay, discipline. Up this the spelling. Holy Christ. Okay. Probably yes or not. I'm not sure. But what I'm trying to say is, biggest thing that I've learned is being disciplined throughout. Now you have your trading plan, but now question is, are you following it? Because now I want you guys to, by the way, take a bit of time and reflect back on your trading, and then, share your thoughts in the comments. Because these are some of the most important things. If you can master these, then you're way better off. But if you can't, then trading is going to be a very, very difficult business for you. And by the way, I didn't mention, but 90% of traders quit. And for you to make it out at 10%, well, you must be ready to go with all this. Are you ready to stay to what you say? Think about it. You guys ready? Because if you can do that, then way much better. That's how easy it is. I was giving you an example. I trade once. Now, don't I want to trade more? I would wish, honestly. Or don't I have more time to open up more trades? I honestly have a lot of time. But I only trade once. Because that's what my trading plan says. If I take a loss, well and good. Because I have nothing to do. If I go back again trading, I'll possibly lose more money. And I don't want that. You guys understand? So, More of the lesson is I tend to stay to what I say and what my trading plan says, okay? Now, next thing up with that is having a trading journal, okay? Now, a trading journal honestly can be a booklet, it can be your notes app, it can be anything, whichever you can use to write down or note down whatever happens with your trading. Look at your winning trades. Why did I win this trade? Oh, I did this. Okay, fine. Write it down and then let's try it the next time. You had a losing trade. Oh my goodness, why did I take this loss? How can I avoid or do better the next time? Write those things down. Now, why am I emphasizing writing? Because I still do this. I do this on my notes app. I also have a small booklet here where I'll write. So I still do that. Now, writing down again is way much better than you just thinking about things. So you need to write down. So a trading journal is very, very important. Again, to do with your trading psychology. And then all in all, it comes again back with more practice, okay? Your emotions, as I mentioned, can't be controlled, but there are always ways on how to, kind of go around it and find better ways around it. If you trust your trading strategy, you have proper risk management, then you have what we just mentioned, a clear trading plan, and you stick to it. And then we also mentioned a journal where you get to write down whatever happens with your trading. Then you're going to become the best trader ever. I can promise that, okay? Being the last day, we are going to be talking about action, okay? More often enough, regardless of how much you learn or whatever you know, if you won't take action, then it doesn't work. Honestly, it doesn't work. Now, let me give you an example. It's like me having the plan of, I want to do a boot camp. I have it in mind, okay? I have the idea, I have it in mind. But in actual sense, when it's time for action, I'm not doing the action. So what I'm trying to say is, you having the idea and not executing, honestly, doesn't make any sense, okay? So having the idea is one thing, but now the execution or the action part of it is another different part. And that's what I want us to talk about today. Now, first things first, I want to make something clear. What I showed you is what I know about trading, and that's what I've been using to trade for the longest time possible, okay? Like, that's my trading approach, and those are the same things that I actually show my students, okay? Only that this time around, since it was free, we didn't go that detailed as compared to how we go detailed with the students, but still, that's the same approach. Now, it's up to you as the trader, okay, to even take that step, okay? Say, how about a joint mentorship? Or how about, say, I made more research? Or how about I did this and that, okay? So what I'm trying to say is you need to take an extra step, because honestly, can't teach you trading in 30 minutes. No, there's always much more. What I was showing you guys were much more of case studies and things on how I personally trade or how I look at things. And that's how it's been so far. Then next thing up is working on your trading goals. Now, I know we all have goals, and if you don't have goals, remember what we said when we were starting off. We said each of us must have goals, okay? So please go ahead, have your goals written down. You clearly know what you want to work towards to. Have that in mind. Write it down, because when it's written down, well, it's going to be on your mind, okay? So have it down and get straight to action, okay? Because in any case, let me give you this example. I've always read this in some book. So a very big ship with no clear direction will never reach the harbor. So say it's coming off from India, okay? And it's coming, say, to the East African coast. With no clear direction, okay, it has a sailor but no clear direction. Well, mostly enough, it will never reach the coast, okay? But on the other side, if the ship has a sailor, and then the sailor has the given direction, they have a map, a clear map, well, mostly enough, it could take 3 months, moving on and all that, but at the end of the day, they will finally get home, okay? So that's the same thing. So if you have your goals written down and you have them in mind, well, you have something clear that you're working towards too. So let me see what you guys think and how the bootcamp has been so far. Please just drop your comments down in there. Oh, also smash the like button. If it's your first time getting here, you can also subscribe, honestly. I mean, it's very free. You lose nothing. And I mean, okay, please, sure, I appreciate. I can see the love you guys showing. I appreciate it. Okay, so basically, that's the action part of it. And honestly, for today's session, I didn't have a lot to really bring up. All I wanted now was to talk to serious traders and people that really want to level up their career. So I'll just quickly go over here and then show you what I have for you, okay? So when you come over to Forex Bulls Academy or clicking the link down, it's only one link that is just down. As you guys can see just in the description, you're going to come over to this to this site or whatever. And here, honestly, it's up to you to take action. If you really want to fasten up your trading track, then this is it for you, okay? So just come over here, sign up, and then you'll be able to have access to my exclusive mentorship, okay? It's exclusive. About 5 mentors, about 700 students. You know, we are trading live and all that. Most interestingly, if you don't any make money, we have a refund, okay? So there is literally nothing to lose, but way too much to gain. You guys understand? And honestly, I think for now, I'll get back to YouTube videos. I'll definitely still keep pumping more content for you guys. And I really hope you guys really loved this and enjoyed the journey and all that. And personally, I'm so excited that I've actually been able to be there with you guys. And I hope we can get organized one more just like this. And remember, the moment you're in, okay, there's never looking back. And see you guys. I'm out for today, and this is the end of the bootcamp.